Again. Eating again. That's all you do is eat.
All I do.
You know you do.
I'm starting a challenge tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to do with it.
You don't know if you're going to deal with what?
I'm starting like a 75-day challenge tomorrow. Like fitness, like eating. It's a discipline challenge, but a lot of it has to do with food.
I'm starting a 75-day stay alive challenge. Is what I'm going to do. Just maintain. Oh.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Show. Do I sound like Eeyore today? I feel like Eeyore. Oh. Is it bad that my shorts are unzipped? Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to be sexy.
Yeah, hang on. Here.
Maybe you're not sexy today.
Yeah, right.
Hey, wow.
That's not my middle name. John Esper, hello. Sean Cooper, what's up, Coop?
How's
Thanks
your
for
mom,
being
Ed?
Ed in Buffalo. How you doing, Edward? Kevin Cooper has joined us.
Same with mine, Kevin.
Eat all the cicadas in the yard, chunks. Does that make them sick? Because we don't have the cicadas up here yet.
I think Duke got a little sick off of it yesterday. The rest, I think their poop's super solid. I don't know. I have like 12 million. I can hear them from inside my house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad in Cincinnati. I've seen all the pictures, but nothing up this way. And we've got established trees in our yard that have been here for more than the years they say they got to be there. But,
good, Ed.
Who's up here? Chef Boyardee.
Listen,
Sean,
guys, what are we
Sean
talking
Poole
about?
and the Buckin' Crazy Band. And Erica has joined us. Erica, give us a topic of the day because we're having brain hemorrhage. Brain hemorrhage. We need someone to throw out a topic today, and we'll run with it because, frankly, we've talked about it all day, and we just can't come up with anything.
Yeah, we are at a loss. We are having brain farts. It was a busy day for us.
Very.
So, hi, Liz Jackson. You know, you don't show up often. I love that.
Hi, Liz.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Bill. John. I'm glad, Ed. All right, guys. What do you want to talk about today? Give us some ideas. Hey, Bob.
Bob's always got ideas. Throw them out there, Bob.
Give us one of your good ideas.
Toy Hobbs.
Happy birthday, Toy!
It is Toy's birthday. Happy birthday, my rock star friend. Ceris is eating again. We could talk about that. You want to talk about it? Taco about it?
When am I not eating? I like food, okay?
I know, but as much as you eat, you should be as big as a Zeppelin.
Right, but
you're not.
I'm trying to be quite healthy. For the most part. Other than when we do this show.
What are you eating right now?
Shut up.
I knew. Yeah, what is it? I can't see it.
Jelly bellies.
Oh, yeah, that's healthy as hell. I mean,
this
it is.
Show.
It's got fruits in it, so it's healthy.
Joey.
Getting your fruit.
Getting my fruit.
Yeah, what's Sean Poole?
Nice, Sean.
Good for you, Sean. Glad to hear it. Hope you're having fun.
Hi, Randy. Hi, Scotty.
Scotty who? Bratcher? Is he here?
Yeah.
Scotty's getting ready to do a big show coming up. It's almost sold out if it's not already at the Sorg Theater.
When is that?
Is it this weekend, Scotty? I'll have it on my list, but I don't have my list.
The one with CFG?
Scotty wants to bash iPads on stage. Now, there's a good topic. Interesting.
Why?
Interesting. Well, can I tell you, I went to see a band over the weekend, Creedence Clearwater Revival tribute band. The kid that sings in this band, when I say kid, I mean kid, he's 24 years old. There's no iPad in front of me. He knows every word, every Creedence song, and they did 4 hours worth of Creedence. So that's a lot of music. And he killed it.
I think if you're doing like a tribute, if you're in a tribute band, I would hope you do know all the music.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was so good, so good. What's Scotty saying here? Let's see what he says. Saturday night.
Is that the one that I have tickets to?
Oh, Emily just signed on to the gig too. Okay.
Wait, did I get tickets?
I don't think I got any tickets.
He said he was going to get me tickets, but I don't know if he did. So let me see if I bought some.
I think it's sold out
Oh.
or close. It's Saturday night this week at the Sorg Theater. Zeke will be doing sound too. He's great. Yeah. So what's Chef D got to say here? Dealing with drunk people who want to talk to you when you're in the middle of a set. Boy, we've hit on that one a few times.
I don't understand why people still do that.
Or hit you up to talk or ask if their friend can sing with you. That's the other one that we've been hitting on lately. That's so much happening.
Yeah.
Sheldon, how are you, man? Good to see you. Steve Downey in the house. Haven't seen you in a while, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Coop says, if your repertoire only contains 50 songs, then yes, have those memorized. Yes, I would think so. Hi, Bronson Hetzer. I saw Bronson play over the weekend too, by the way, Karis.
Did you?
The Filthy Heathens killed it.
I'm laughing at Scotty's comment towards me.
I'm looking here. Just sold your tickets to somebody who remembered the date. That's good. It is.
Well, I was still planning on coming. I just needed to know the date.
Sean Poole's full of shameless plugs today. He's saying he's promoting his new single as well.
Seriously, Scotty, do you have tickets for me or not?
She's talking with her eyes. How about that? There's a shameless plug for Sean Poole. Talk with your eyes, Karis. Hold on. Let me zoom in here. There it is. Will you talk with your eyes? I know he wrote that song about you. Actually, if he wrote a country song about you, it would be, she's stuffing her face with jelly bellies. Look at this. Gosh. I need a snort in my sound effects.
I'm okay with it.
I love you, though. You know
I love
that.
you too.
You know that. What do we got? Nick Wheeler in the house. What's up, Nick? Rex, right? John, is that? Oh, John. I always say, I read that. John Montesi. Hi, John.
I think there's different reasons why people use iPad. I don't think it's always for the lyrics.
Right. Yeah, I agree. There's some more than just lyrics on the iPad. There's also the reasons people put the iPads there to use for their in-ear monitors, which they use to adjust all that and do that. So there are reasons for those.
There are.
And I can tell you, I've done many shows with many national people who use teleprompters to remember the words to their songs that were huge hits. Right there at their feet, a nice little monitor that looks like a wedge monitor, but it's not. It's a teleprompter. So it happens.
Thank you, Scotty.
When you do drugs. Oh, Toy says, please wait till break to talk to the band. I can't hear you, especially having in-ear monitors. Yes. So what are we running with today? We're getting a lot of good little topics here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's nice.
Scotty Bratcher. Ray Renee.
Ray Renee and I were on the phone today, and she witnessed my some of my road rage.
Every time I talk to you when you're in your vehicle, you have road rage. That's all you have is road rage.
Just when I'm in my car.
What's up, Taz?
Usually the only time I can talk.
Yeah, you got windshield time. It's a good use of time to talk then, but yeah. And to control their in-ears, Ray says. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons people use iPads. Now, I think that I've seen bands get stumped, like, and somebody throws a request and they say, yeah, we'll try it. And they bring the lyrics up, and that's okay because that's not in your set list.
If there's an iPad on there or not, as long as they're not just sitting staring at it and it's just in case. It's just in case. Some of these musicians are getting older. Their memories are going. Even the ones that wrote it.
Interesting.
I'm just trying to be polite.
I know we're trying. Erica says so much road rage. She knows. She knows. You have road rage in the back seat, I've heard. When you're riding with people.
First of all, I don't sit in the back seat.
Oh, that's right, princess. You only get the
No, I get car sick. So I can't. And I'm a princess.
Will you come up with a topic, please, so we can get this on the road? We've been 10 minutes in here.
About three different things, and one is my road rage.
Yeah, and I really don't think road rage is music.
Seeing a band not acknowledging the crowd drives me crazy. Have you had that happen recently?
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Yes, I like that one.
So we had a band recently, really good band. And for the most part, they put on a really, really good show, except for one person. That one person just stands there and has like this, like, no expression, no nothing. This looks bored to be there. And it ends up being the only thing you can focus on because it's like, dude, you're ruining it for the rest of them. No?
I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you were judging.
No, I'm not judging anything. I'm joy today. Your judgment.
No.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you judged me on my jelly bellies, on my eating, on my road rage. I'm not the one judging. I'm the one that gave people a leeway on the iPad. I'm the nice one today.
Give her a minute. It'll change.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll be. There's a tycoon up there. Where? First and foremost, the rest just serves that one goal. Yeah.
Hi, Todd. Thanks for dropping in. Liars for hire in the house. Bill's telling you to tell me off. Go ahead and tell me off. Go ahead.
Let's just continue with the topic.
Chris Lee, the topic is Chris Lee Acoustic. We're talking about Chris Lee Acoustic today and here on the show. No, I'm just kidding. The topic is people who do not connect with their audience from the stage.
Yeah.
And I agree, Karis. I've seen people look totally disinterested to be up there. It's like, this is a task. I'm just ready for it to be over.
To the point that I was having a conversation with somebody who plays the same instrument. And they were like, I'm going to approach that band and see if they ever need a replacement because it's so noticeable. And they're such a good band. But that one player, man.
Thanks, Bob Klein. That's a great statement.
Any more than just don't do it. Pass it along to somebody who enjoys it.
Well, there are a couple of hot topics that are bothering me today. I might as well. This is one of them. And I think Dewey brought it up. Dewey is a great consumer of music. I will say that. He's a guy in the audience who really knows what should be done. And people that stand on stage and do not connect with their audience suck. I'm going to say that. They do, because I'm not paying tickets to a big show to go hear some guy sit on stage and not ever look at the audience or any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even Gordon Lightfoot and Joe Cocker, when I saw them and they were damn near in the grave, they could at least connect with their audience. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me if you're in a band why you would not connect with your crowd.
100%.
Yeah, especially Todd, you try.
Especially in smaller rooms. Like, I mean, in any room. I guess you're in any stage. But in smaller rooms, I feel like you're more intimate than, you know. And I'm not one I'm not crazy about a lot of talking. I got to be honest with you. I'm really not. But I do think it's necessary to at least acknowledge.
And see, that's where we're a little opposite. I like storytellers, not to the excess of that's all they do, but I like storytellers. I like, you know, and I don't care if it's a rock band, if they say, hey, we wrote this one night with 17 naked girls in the room and all that. I want to hear that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. But I agree with you. You know, there's a certain point where talking's too much on the stage, but yet it is a form of engagement with the audience. And
it is.
Some people just don't engage in the least little bit. Now there are people out there such as well, Dave Shores. You've had experience with this, I'm sure. Jerry Nimmersheim, thank you. That's Heather's Jerry, by the way, in case you didn't know that, Karis.
Where?
He's on here. Jerry Nimmersheim, Heather's hubby.
Did you find your cat?
No, not yet. At least not as of this afternoon. Tim Anderson, here's a guy who engages with his audience. Has ever since he stepped on a stage, obviously. So, Brandon Harvey, he's on here. Brandon says, you know what I do? Connect, interact, react. He gets out, he gets down, dances with the crowd, does his stuff with the wireless mic. And Brandon, thank you so much. Brandon jumped up on stage the other night, knowing I had a tough night at Name That Tune because of a death in our trivia family. And he got up there and he gave me a big shout out to the crowd. And I appreciate that very much, Brandon. You don't know how much I appreciate that. So, yeah. And Brandon's one of those performer. He's a performer. I guess that's what we should call it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people who engage with their crowd are performers. Is there ever a reason, musicians, that you would not engage with your audience?
You have no personality.
Did you say that out loud?
I'll say it even louder. You have no personality.
Please say it for the people in the back of the room.
The people in the back of the room, you have no personality.
Thank you. Hi, Dirk Turner. Dewey says, if I'm watching a band and they don't look happy, it kills the vibe. It does.
100%.
And
100%. Dewey. Couldn't agree with you more.
Let me go back. It was drug fueled, but I saw Puddle of Mud once, and Wes was singing, and he was awful, and he was probably just so messed up in the head on his drugs or whatever he was doing. But he never once related. He was like he got programmed to come out there and sing a few songs, and he was terrible. And the audience just got fed up with it and left. I mean, most of them said that we're done with this, and that's sad because they're a great band. I mean, they had some great songs, and
I think that was recently. It was the Machine Shop, right, in Detroit.
Well, I saw him live. I'm thinking he was at Bogart's or somewhere, but
I know
didn't connect.
The last one they had to cancel due to that in the bar in Detroit. But I think he's sick now, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a sickness and that kind of stuff. But he's done some crazy things. He was a no-show at a show we had at JD Legends once.
Yeah.
And didn't show up. And Ray says, I agree. It's just not about how good you are. There are bands that are not even on the level of a lot of bands that connect with the audience, and they have a huge following because of that. I'm going to say that out loud too, because I believe it is not all about how good you are. It's about your relationship with your audience. And if your audience follows you, they obviously like something you're doing.
Absolutely. There's some bands that are, that are chill and they just have a chill vibe. Some people call them boring, but they're really great musicians. But even them, they still have a few little words to say.
Well, and even a person that, I mean, let's go into the big nationals, and James Taylor has a chill vibe on stage. He plays, but man, the crowd relates to him. I mean, He looks at his crowd, he sings to his crowd. It's the guy that looks down at his feet playing guitar on a stool.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. Either they're insecure or they're just unconcerned about the people that are there paying money to come see them. And when I say paying money, that's buying drinks that pay your wage.
Yeah, if you're just going to be like it, your vibe affects the whole vibe of the room. That's what makes it a whole team. Hey, Casey. Hey, Megan.
Ed Sawicki's got a good one there from the
good comment.
The photo perspective from Ed. And I mean, when you're faced with a static person, it's not good. If you simply like playing music for yourself and don't care about engaging, why are you booking shows? Is it for the money?
First of all, Megan.
Who are you talking to?
I'm reading the comments.
You must be looking at comments way down.
I'm just looking at the comments as they come up. Okay. Megan made a comment saying, I tuned in too late to know the topic, but I try to be as boring as possible on stage. And let me tell you, Megan, it's noticeable. We can all tell.
Where is that? I got to find it.
Your mild case.
Lord, it's way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megan, probably one of the most boring singers I've ever seen.
So boring. So her and
I'll never go back.
Super boring.
I don't think I'll ever go back.
Ever.
I don't. Yeah.
No.
Tim Anderson, let's see what he's got to say. It's interesting. Some musicians are super shy when off stage. And yeah, and I don't much care about your off stage persona as I do your on stage persona myself. I mean, I want to show when I go see somebody play. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to be rude to somebody off stage, but if go to the band bus. I mean, have a safety meeting outside. Do something, but don't,
I think
don't let it roll into the stage.
Dave had a comment that sometimes they kill the vibe by reading their lyrics from an iPad. I agree, especially if they're doing it at every song. But sometimes, I don't think any musician wants to have to look at an iPad. And if a musician is standing there staring at the iPad the whole time, then you got a bit of an issue. But every once in a while, I think that's okay. That's one of the reasons there's a couple like comedy shows. It irritates me when I see the comedian reading their jokes off of their piece of paper.
Yeah, or their phone. I've seen that too.
Or their phone. It just takes it all away from me. Like I don't know. It's like porn. I don't want to know the script. I just want to see it. I don't want to know.
Oh my. That just blew my right inner ear out. I don't know what happened. It just came unplugged, I think. Yeah, it did. Okay. So let's, by the way, Ed loves Brandon's profile picture. I bet Ed took it. I'm just going to say that. Maybe. I don't know. Talk to me, Ceris. Are you talking to me? Hello.
Hi, honey.
You all right? So we're talking, if you just, what?
Oh, sorry. Chad, he said bass players take a lot of heat for being boring, but we're easy targets. I got to tell you, I haven't seen many, I mean, I know a lot of non-boring bass players, but there was one that I just saw, but the one I'm talking about is a bass player. And that's why it's like Jonathan, he's a bass player. There's nothing boring about him. Kathy, nothing boring about her. I mean, Black One, like all of them. I've never been bored except for the one I just saw. I was like, man, you're just bringing down the whole vibe.
Rick Dews is an unbelievably animated bass player.
Yeah. So I disagree with that. I'm sure I'm missing some, but you are correct. There was one that I'm talking about that was really boring.
Thank you, Dewey. He did say that happened at Machine Shop also in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
And let's see what Scott Albrecht has to say here. He says, one of the things that our followers say about us is we look like we're having a great time, and we are. I love seeing a band that's enjoying themselves on stage.
Me too.
That's absolutely. And I've said that about his band because they look like they're having fun. And even if somebody messes up or anything, they just keep rolling and have fun with it. Laugh about it. They're a great band, and that's why. Uh-oh. What happened?
Nothing.
Did we freeze?
No, I just did something weird with my computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, Dave Wade isn't boring at all.
I don't know. Is he on here?
No.
Is Dave Wade here? Megan says she tuned in too late for the topic. Yeah, that's I'm way behind on the comments, I know. All right, let's see. Sting is a bass player, Diana said. Thank you, Diana, for telling us that. Sting is a bass player, and he is entertaining. Yes, he is. Dave Wade is everything but boring. He is. I know a lot of bass players that are really on their game.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, I will say in my lifetime, I've seen more boring drummers than I have bass players. And drummers are supposed to be the real animated monkey behind the kit, doing all the crazy things. And sometimes there's some tippy tappers that just kind of fake it to make it.
Yeah.
And Bronson, your bass player, man, he kills it. The front of the stage. And I think that's cool when you bring people up. They're not always hidden in the back. And his band the other night, they were doing their final song, and they did War Pigs by Black Sabbath, and they came over the railing at the stage, climbed over the railing, the two guitar players and the bass player, and got out right on the edge of the crowd. And I mean, people were going nuts about that. They loved it. It was cool. And then they're doing their, they're dancing and stuff. Bronson's back there dancing. It was a fun time. I loved it. I did. You got to see them if you haven't, Ceris.
What's the band?
Filthy Heathens.
I like Dave's post. Comment. I was a bass player, but I've since recovered.
I used to play bass too, Mr. Dave, but I don't play anymore. After I went to the Bell and the Bear jam and I saw the players, I hung my bass on the wall. I did. I was like, oh, gotta practice. What else you got about this topic? I mean, let's talk about boring musicians for a minute. Well, I mean, during COVID, I have had
conversations about, and we're not going to mention names because that's just mean, but there's bands that are like crazy talented, but are deemed pretty boring to some people, especially if you're not into that kind of music. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's that. I mean, there's
interesting.
What?
Hold on. I just got a text message from a viewer. I'll just say that. A text message from a viewer who said, why don't you go a little further with this topic and talk about the stage presence when the band obviously doesn't like each other on stage, or they don't get along, which we've all seen that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an interesting add-on to this, but the boring players, man, you're getting paid to be an entertainer. You're not getting paid to be a jukebox. The jukebox is boring. You're not, or shouldn't be.
There's some bands that the whole thing about them is like, they know the music, they sound good, they're sweet as pie, but they're just boring to watch. There's just no excitement. But they're trying. But then there's musicians that are just straight up not even trying, and they're just, like you said, looking down and just playing their instrument and wait until it's over. And there's the difference. You know what I mean? Like, passion, you can see from a mile away. Like, I don't know.
I'm trying to go through the comments and pick some good ones out here. Todd's got one here. It said it's all about putting people in a happy mood and giving them some music to try to enjoy their night.
It's true.
And Todd's band, I mean, you'll turn around and, the lead guy's laying on his back on the floor. The bass player's laying on his back on the floor playing the bass and just doing crazy antics. And it works. It really does.
There's also bands that do too much.
You think?
Yeah. There's bands that do too much and repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And it can be your tagline and it can be your thing, but you don't have to say it after every song. And less is more sometimes. And, just, I
think I know who you're talking about. Connie. Hi, Connie. Feel like the energy that we get from a band or musician runs through us and we give it back to them. Yeah. If you're having a good time, it's all a good time. Everybody's having a good time. Thank you, Connie. I like Connie's attitude.
Connie's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Bob Klein says not liking people you play with is a ticking time bomb, especially on stage.
And it's noticeable.
Yeah. Make up some breakups.
Whenever there's anything going on stage, it's noticeable. When you're in a bad mood, it's noticeable. When you and somebody on your stage with your band and you guys are in a tiff, it's noticeable. When you have no passion, it's noticeable. It's all noticeable.
I'm trying to catch up with comments. There's so many. Thank you for all the comments today, guys. We'll go through them after the show, but I'm missing several of them here as we go through here. I think Mike summed it up here. Thank you, Mike. There's playing and then there's performing.
You killed it right there, Mike.
That's probably the best statement of the whole day.
Yeah, that's it. That's the difference. Kevin Cooper, I'm going to start saying this next song is better than the one we just played after every song.
And wait till set 2. It's a banger. Yeah. And Brandon, remind me to tell you about Naughty by Nature when I see you. If I see you tomorrow night, remind me that. I'll tell you about bands not getting along. That was a hilarious story I got for you. Let's see here. Mike Miller in the house. How are you? Good to see you. From Party Punch. Brandon's in here. Amy's in here. Party Punch. The whole Party Punch crowd is here. I like those guys. Leah from Sugar Rock. She's got a great idea too. I mean, she's got a good attitude too, though. She's wonderful. I mean? That's she connects with her audience very well. Yes, and they have fun. Like she said, laugh, do your job, have fun. You can add yourself to that list, Casey. What are you saying? He's complimenting his friends. Thank you. Did you tag all of them? Tag them all. But yeah, I mean, Miss Jackie, there's a perfect example of somebody that connects with her audience. Chase. I mean, the chemistry between the two of them on stage. Gina McCann sucks people right into the stage. Chris Reese, Tom Parsons, Jamie Combs, Johnny Fink, and more and more and more and more. Casey Gomez. Especially when he gets up on a teeter-tottery little table and does his thing up there, and I think, oh, he's going to break something. I worry about you, Casey. I mean, we all like those videos. I just don't want to pay for it. Patricia. Where is that? She said, I personally like watching videos of band members going off on each other. Yeah, you just don't want to be the one that it happens at your club. Yes. Megan, I accidentally said that was way better than the crap you're about to hear after our fiddle player was done playing. That's funny. You know, there are days I really believe Megan is all blonde. I'm just going to say that. Love you, Megan. I do. And there, yeah, good example. Michelle Robinson. Thank you, Leah. There's another one to add to that big list of performers. She performs on stage. Yeah. And has her audience, I mean, all over. I mean, and you can tell in the first couple songs if a band's going to connect with the crowd. You know, either the crowd turns around and starts having their little sidebar conversations, or they get locked in and they think this is a good band. I want to watch them, you know? And that's all stage presence. And how many times have we talked about stage presence? So many times. So many. What do we got? Band fights create some great new songs. Well, yeah, breakup songs. I love it. Todd says Party Punch is just an awesome product. Yeah. And I went to see Spongeworthy over the weekend, and a 3-piece band, man, and they had the crowd feeding right out of their palm of their hand. They were, I mean, and it's not like they do anything new. I mean, they're doing cover songs, but they're great at it. And they connect so well with their audience, and their audience loves them. Taking a picture of that, Brandon, so I can go watch it. I got it. Watch Mojo. Bands imploding on stage. Yeah, definitely got to see that. Dewey said he went to watch Sugar Ray headline a show. It was at last year's Mark McGrath is a great example of too much talking. The guy acted like a game show host. There you go. Yeah, you don't want too much. I think too much is too much, but I love storytellers. I will say that if you're a storyteller on stage and you tell me how you wrote a song or the inspiration behind it or something, or my grandmother and I sat in the living room and played this song together. I mean, I want to know that kind of stuff. That's fun to me. It's more than just the, one right into the next. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my thing. Jeff Vance, I open my stage presence on Christmas. He ain't right. You're always smiling on stage, Jeff. He ain't right. Didn't you get that stage presence on Christmas? But and Shane typically screams until attention has been acquired. There we go. That'll work. What's Jamie got to say from 1330? Follow the mood of each song. He says, so I probably seem pissed a lot. We actually do some happy stuff too. Okay. I like that. Tim Anderson back in the mix. One of his main goals I keep in mind is everyone in the club forget about their problems for a few hours. Thank you, Tim Anderson. That's what we're all there for. Hey, my buddy Norm. What's going on, Norm? Norm passed away from Cheers, by the way. That was sad.
Yeah.
So speaking of playing, I know guys making a guy making a comeback in the scene. I wonder who that might be, Norm. And Todd says, yay to Tim Anderson. All right, we're looking at your comments here, guys. But if anybody else has anything to say about being boring on stage, that was the good one that got thrown out there by Dewey, I believe. Thank you, Dewey, for that. And I don't like boring bands. I don't go back to see them if they are. Now, there are certain projects, though. You said it, Ceris, probably best earlier, is certain vibes for certain styles of music. I mean, there are, and some people come to be chill. Some, you go to a jazz club, you want to sit in the chair, sip your cocktail, listen to some smooth jazz music and all that stuff. That's okay. But if you're a party band, entertainment band, and you got somebody on stage that just looks uninterested, it's going to kill the vibe. And it happens. And you've seen it. I know I've seen it even at your place. Even on the jam night, people get up there and they want to do 3 songs. They want to have their band showcased, and all of a sudden it just falls on Sleepyville. It's like you wanted to entertain these people. Hi, Carla. Thanks for showing up. Dewey says 1330 is at their best, the angry stuff. Goodness. Mike Miller has something to say. Lessons learned. I was playing in a band at Froggy's. My dad was dying in hospice care. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Says, I walked and played on the swim up bar. Bartenders tended to my needs, missed a few notes for the fun of the moment, got chastised the next day. The stage presence was quite different. Didn't miss a note, though. That's, yeah, people are judgy. But,
well, they are judgy, but what is he going to do? Because in his head, he was probably like, well, I can't cancel on them, last
right.
Like, that's tough. That's tough. You can't.
I mean, I can honestly tell you today, I didn't want to do this show, but I'm here.
Okay. That's good to tell everybody that.
Well, I didn't.
Okay.
I got other shit going on. It's at a higher level. But yes. Let's what?
All right, let's focus back on the positive of the show.
Okay, go ahead. Eat some gummy bears or whatever you got. Pass me one, if you will.
What else do you have to say, everybody?
Can I have one, please? No. Ceris.
Thanks, Kenny.
She's not talking to me. Ceris. Thank you. Jelly Bellies. I thought they were gummy bears.
I love Reverend Peyton Big Band. They're a great band. I saw them live for the first time at when we had the music festivals in Cincinnati, like 6-7 years ago, 8 years, whatever it was.
Can I say I saw, I went to Kenny Loggins and I thought he's going to sing Pooh Corner and it's going to be boring the whole show. This guy's band rocked. They had a great show, and I would have never expected it. I thought it was going to be just a snooze fest, and it was good. Kenny Loggins, Gordon Lightfoot, Dave Mason.
Yeah, there's definitely a balance. Bob.
Thank you, Chad. What's Bob say? Didn't want to listen, but okay. Sorry, I said that. Yes, we can turn the tables. True.
I haven't dropped any F-bombs, Kevin.
Would you like to see a show sometime that's Ceris hosting with another co-host, and I could just be in?
No, that's not what anybody's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'd like. Kevin Cooper. Thank you for that, Daniel. We're just going through comments here because we didn't have anything for this show today. So we've kind of taken a little bit of a turn here and letting you guys drive. What's Brandon have to say? By the way, Brandon, I'm going to be on Brandon's podcast soon. He does a nice one.
Nice.
Yes.
That was for COVID. Remember, Taz? I don't know if I'd be able to do that now that all those houses are there.
Oh, yeah. That big ass house that built right across from you.
There's a ton of big ass houses
Yeah.
now.
I mean, that one that's like right across from the entrance there where,
Yeah.
Man, that thing is huge. They're just packing it right in next to you.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, somebody will have a staircase right down to your parking lot, and they'll just come on over every night and hang out with you. That'd be nice.
Hopefully.
That'd be a good thing. Or you do the neighborhood party.
Yeah. Brian, are you home yet? Are you coming home? Do you remember us? We miss you as you're texting me.
Has Brian been on the road?
He's been on the road. He's been doing wonderful things.
Always. He says, what about musicians getting drunk on stage and playing? There's a topic. Yeah, that's a whole show in itself.
Let's do that. Let's do that next week.
You want to? I think that's a great topic.
That's a great topic that I'd love to touch on because that happens quite a bit.
Can they make those statements we were talking about? Like the second set will be great, but this one will be stay for the third set because I'm going to be shit-faced and won't be able to sing.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Not everyone has your voice and presence, Scott. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Carla. We've got some great bands for the July birthday party. Some of the usual, just because I know everybody loves and they get at. But yeah, we're gonna have a great birthday party. I'm ready for that topic.
Let's do that next week.
Yeah, for sure.
We will talk about people getting drunk on stage. Chris Reese says, I've got stories about bandmates getting drunk on stage. Yes, I bet.
Well, then let's all save this for next week.
Next week, guys, we'll do it. And see how that goes.
Yes.
Thanks, Casey Gomez. That's a great profile picture Casey has with him and the harmonica.
He's a handsome man.
That's good. He is. He purdy. We love him. What else you got today, Karis? What's happening at your place this week?
We have tomorrow we have Rick Kern solo show. On Thursday we jam. On Friday we have 1330, which we're very excited for. And on Saturday we have Crown Watts.
Bronson, I'm reading Bronson's comment. He's going to start building his argument on the pros of getting drunk on the stage. Somebody has to be the devil's advocate. All right. Bring it, Bronson. Bring it. Hey, if you can perform on stage drunk and do a good job and entertain the crowd, more power to you. We've all seen it. We've all seen it go downhill, though. Well, Tim brings up the topic, and then he won't be here. He's going to be working.
Oh.
Yes.
When do I ignore you?
Do you ignore Chris Reese? I try to on occasion. No, I don't.
Friday, Jamie. I'm excited.
Friday at the Bell and the Bear, 13:30. Jeff Vance.
Oh, I think you're. I don't know, Jeff. I don't see you doing anything wrong.
Cheers to beers, but not too many. Yes. And the other thing is people need to remember that. And I've known bands that they have to stop the shots. They're like, hey, stop bringing us shots. We thank you. We appreciate it, but we can't perform if you continue to hand us shots of tequila all night. Seen it happen.
Yep. There's some people that can't perform without it.
Speaking of Mickey Evans. Hi, Mickey. Well, there was a few beers flowing at the jam a few weeks ago, and we had naked rock star guys in the window, and
oh yeah, I remember that.
Mickey's bum in the window. That was a great party. Shots. Yes, amateurs. All right, that's all we got today. I'm going to be at the Moose tonight, 7:00 for trivia. And name that tune at my favorite place on the weekends or anywhere, Heather's on the patio tomorrow night. Name that tune. Show up. Come see me. Have some fun. Karis, you got anything else? You're looking so happy today.
I actually am very happy today.
I know. I mean, you really are looking happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not being sarcastic like I normally am. And Brandon says Megan Miller is fire. She's something. I don't know. She's fire, all right.
She is fire.
You better not touch her. You get burned. Get burned from Megan Miller.
We say thanks, no thanks.
Thank you, Jamie. What'd you say?
Just reading Carla's comment.
What'd she say? Don't take offense. We say thanks, no thanks as an artist. Yeah. Some people, some people don't drink. Hi, Dave Shores and Carol Kierstead and anybody else that's on here today. Thanks for being with us today. Hey, tomorrow, Wednesday with the band, I've got Cincinnati Blues Society on talking about some things they're doing. So join me at noon for that. And then Thursday, Who's Playing Out? Brought to you by our friends at Heather's on the patio. And we hope the Cafe Kitty comes home.
Yes.
We're missing that cat.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry.
Missing that cat so much. And I know they are so much. So thank you, Emily. See, that's what I like to hear. Emily says, thanks for keeping us entertained. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Todd. Emily. Yeah, Todd says, we need to book with you, Ceris. 2027 at this point is what she's booking for, I think. So, Todd, hope your band's together then. You never know.
Oh, I'll be there, though, Scotty. Relax, lady. I'll pay for my tickets, too.
Wow.
I won't forget, Brandon.
Yes. Don't forget to watch Mojo and YouTube. Tune in for Brandon and look at that. You won't regret it, he said. All right, that's all we got today. I got to get out of here. I got to go to work.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. I hit that prematurely, but thank you. Hey, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent. Showing lots of love.
Lots of love.
Who's that? Hi, Roger Bates. You're late to the party, dude. I can't get it to go off. I'm trying to get it to quit.